Welcome to Mets season, when you get your Mets news and Mets content. I wanted to talk about the George Springer signing. He chose the Toronto Blue Jays last night, as most of us know. He accepted a 6-year, $150 million deal from them. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on that. George Springer would have been nice to add on to this great offseason so far that the Mets have had. But me personally, as a Mets fan, I'm not really worried about the situation that he chose the Blue Jays over the Mets. I feel like that if they would have signed him, there might have been shady issues with Conforto re-signing him. And then let's say they would have signed Conforto, they would have had four guys with DeGrom, Lindor, having the bulk of the payroll. You always want to leave that open for improvement, because your bullpen is usually going to turn over at least one or two guys every year. Your bench guys, that kind of stuff. You never know with injuries. So now the Mets, I feel like they can work now on their bullpen. Again, the same old names coming up. Brad Hand. I understand they also interested in Jeremy Jeffers, who at times can be dominant. He's lost some velocity since his days with the Brewers, but he can still pitch. He's still really good. I feel like they can work on that. There's a lot of rumors about Kike Hernandez, a guy that can play every position except for pitching and catching. So that's great, especially if there's no DH, which are, pitching changes and that kind of stuff. Kike Hernandez, I read an article yesterday where they were downplaying the type of player he is. I go by the eye test. I don't go by stats. Obviously, stats mean something. I'm not saying you can have 2 homers and 5 RBIs and 300 at-bats and you're good. But, Kike Hernandez is the type that you always see him in the middle of big rallies, getting big hits. He had another big home run in the World Series. I like Kike. He seems like he's a really good guy, a good team player. You always see him rallying around his teammates. So I feel like that wouldn't be a bad pickup, especially the Mets being very left-handed with their lineup and him obviously being a right-handed hitter. As far as Springer choosing Toronto, that's, like I said, that's fine with me. It would have been nice to have him, don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying it on that end. But it didn't happen, so there's nothing we could do. We still have the money. A name that's out there that you need to watch, maybe not now, but throughout the season, if they maybe fall out of contention or, things go bad, is Lorenzo Cain. He's always been a solid player. Mets fans should know him from the 2015 World Series against the Royals. Obviously, elite glove in center field, pretty good hitter, has speed, good leadership, all the good things there with him. So keep that guy in mind, Lorenzo Cain. I have to search and see what other center fielders, around baseball that can be possibly traded for, or that may become a free agent even next season, But right now, I'm going to keep Lorenzo Cain in mind and, see what can go on from there. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on George Springer and what the Mets can do next. So I would look at, like I said, the bullpen. Hopefully they can hammer down Hand and maybe even Jeffers also, and Kike Hernandez, and see what they can go and do from there on. Maybe pull a deadline deal for a center fielder, depending on how everything goes with the Mets. And let's pray that DH is implemented in the National League. It'll help the Mets out a lot. So please click like and subscribe for more Mets content. Over and out. Let's go Mets.